Hi, Marianne here with Marianne Talks, where I like to encourage people to live out their dreams and to check those items off your bucket list. And if you don't have a bucket list, well, get one. So today I'm working with a couple of props. A few years ago, someone had bought me a plant, and it came in a little glass vase type of thing and had, I don't know, 4 or 5 little bulbs in it with these kind of leaves coming out of it. And over a few months' time, 6 months, say, these bulbs started getting bigger and bigger. So I said, well, I might as well experiment with it. And I unpotted it, broke apart these little bulbs, and I planted them into different containers. And what happened was, and this has been a couple of years now, as you can see, this one I planted in a little glass mug type thing, and it just grew. It only maybe tripled its size because they were little ones. And then I planted this one in a bigger pot, and look at the bigger bulb. It grew so much more. You could see the difference here. And so the bigger pot, this bulb, gosh, it's at least 10, 15 times the size that it originally was. And they all started off at the same size. And so when I was looking at that, it made me think about my life, how it kind of was the same thing. So I started off in this littler pot, which was totally fine. It's healthy, it's fine, it's good. But after a while, I realized, well, yeah, that's all good, but I started getting a little restless. And whether by stroke of luck or divine intervention, I got myself into a bigger pond, let's say. Not a bigger pot, a bigger pond, whatever, a bigger box. And I started realizing I had gifts and talents that were buried and that weren't being used. And so learning that I had them was exciting and fun, and I used them, and some really good stuff came out of it. And that led to me saying, well, how much further can I get into an even bigger pot or pond or push those boundaries of that box that I live in? And one of the things was that I decided to start doing these videos because I realized if I was keeping myself in this little container, and again, not that it's bad or wrong, it's healthy, it's fine, but it's small. I said, well, if I'm doing that, other people must be doing that. So I said, well, maybe I should make these videos and help people figure out what they need to do and encourage them. So that's why, and I know I've talked about it before, but again, just to reiterate that this is why I make these, because I've been stuck, I've been confused, I've been bored, and as I go through this journey of coming out of it and getting into a bigger pot and having myself grow into it, that it's fun and exciting and it makes life so much more fun. But not only that, and now I'm going to get to the bottom line why I do all of this. In doing this stuff, I realize that the world needs our specific gifts or talents. Again, I've talked about this before, but it's so important. Keeping yourself small or not finding out something that you're really good at that you could really help this world with, you're not only shortchanging yourself, you're shortchanging your family, you're shortchanging your friends, you're shortchanging the community, which just shortchanges the whole world. And so that's why it's a simple little message. Just how can you push those boundaries? How can you get into a bigger pot or pond? And it doesn't have to be everything. Is it your job that you feel a little stuck in? Maybe you can find out ask for new responsibilities. And I know nowadays, and especially corporate America, they pile too much on us, but maybe you can some kind of, take a course or some kind of seminar that could get you to another level. Explore it. Just see where that can go. Maybe some volunteer work that you can learn, that you have some administrative skills or leadership skills. And again, I've talked about this before, but it's really important. So, and your health, even that, how can you push that boundary, get healthier? And just think that when you do all these different things, people are watching. And your family, you might lead them, your loved ones, especially if you have children or grandchildren. Don't you want them to be all they should be? And so why not be the leader in that and show that you can be brave, get into that bigger pond, bigger pot, push those boundaries of the box that you're living in, and kind of gather them along with you and inspire them or encourage them. So that's just my little message for today. There's nothing wrong with being in a little pot. You're healthy, you're fine, and no condemnation, let's say. But wouldn't it be fun to explore a bigger pot and see how big you can get and how the world can use your gifts and talents? So until next time, you have a great day. And if you have a little trouble, if you're so stuck, reach out to me, comment, something. We can work this out together because we're all in this game we call life together. So take care until next time. Bye.